Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All praises to the Most High God. Quick little video here, a little rant about gender wars. Men and women and the battle that's going on between the two when it comes to relationships and marriage, that boyfriend and girlfriend shit. I call it shit because since the Most High had mercy upon me, I know that boyfriend and girlfriend shit is just what it is. But I think one of the biggest reasons why so many problems between the two is because of the promiscuity that has gone on from both male and female. I heard a Christian guy saying, or talking about how, once you get married, the sex is no longer there, so to speak. There's very few in between. And I think it's because a lot of times when we get in these relationships, we've already given ourselves over to other people. And by the time you get to a person that you so-called settling down with, you've had so many partners. This is just my thoughts on it. This is just one of the things I think that's one of the reasons things happen like this. But I truly believe it's because, like I said, it's so much promiscuity going on in the world. Having multiple sex partners, threesomes and all that shit, just women getting trains ran on them, it screws up the mind and it screws up the body. It screws up the mind for the men, it screws up the body for the women, and you get older, and although it's said that men need sex from their woman or their wives, I think that if that woman has been promiscuous, that after a while, she gets tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whereas, because none of us has done this the right way. The majority of us have not done this the right way. We've all had the boyfriend and girlfriend thing. And then once we had sex, we did not know that we were creating a covenant between one another. So, when you get with somebody now you want to settle down with, but you've been doing all kinds of stuff out here in the world, there's no room for sexual growth. Like I said, you've been hanging from chandeliers and shit. You've just been doing things out here. Things you shouldn't have been doing. creating soul ties. And for men, it is different. You know, it's different for men than it is for women. A man, he can have multiple women. That's where the whole polygyny thing comes in at. Because of being made in the image of the Most High. You know, we function different than women. When a woman has let different men inside of her, you know, it definitely creates to where she can, the whole pair bonding thing can become what's the word I'm looking for? Unattainable. Whereas men, we can love multiple. You know, just like they say in the world, how a man can go and have sex with someone outside of his woman or wife and still love his wife. That's actually true. Nevertheless, if a man has definitely had a little too much sex, a little too many explicit experiences, his mind can become misconstrued. I'm trying to cover both parties, male and female, here. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong. It's just my thoughts on it. I think the issue that we're truly having is because my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And then when you come to the knowledge, when the Most High has mercy upon you and you're able to see these things, it can, it's sharp as a two-edged sword. It cuts, it really does, you know. But I truly think that men and women have been overly sexualized, and that's part of the biggest issue with relationships, why people can't stick together. Too many experiences. You know, I heard a woman say 90 to 95% of women have had two men at the same time. Or in other words, a train ran on. This was a black woman. Or a melanated woman, trying to get away from that whole black thing. Is BS too. But nevertheless, you know, she was talking about from teenage years, you know. So imagine if that's a teenage young girl going into womanhood and getting into her 30s and 40s, still sexually active. How can a man come behind that if you have had 2 and 3 different men at the same time? That's wild. But like I said, with men, you know, if we are the man on the receiving end of having 2 and 3 different women in our bed at the same time, you know, it makes us to believe that that's how that's supposed to be. And, you know, if you're not, as a man, if you're not doing it according to the Most High, then you're wrong. And that's where the mind becomes definitely confused. So, like I said, it's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. You know, trying to basically make sense of it all. I don't think a lot of people bring that factor out. That you have made covenants with different people and you have not repented of them. And you still carrying on soul ties. It affects your relationships, you know. And that's just my thoughts on it. That's just my thoughts. It's too much. It's overly sexualized out here. And the babies growing up need to be taught different. Need to be taught having a boyfriend and having a girlfriend is bullshit. Period, point blank. No. You don't need to have no boyfriend. You don't need to have no girlfriend. Because all that's going to do is to continue the cycle of promiscuity. So, like I said, that's just my opinion, my thoughts, a little quick rant on the situation of the gender wars. So, bless y'all. You out there that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Enjoy your Shabbat rest. Hallelujah.